What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist, they couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it? But how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content? It turns out they just do it for you.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime.
People have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you look? You think I made this?
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically? Hell yeah. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people. I came from the Itchy Snark Reddit. Ethan is so pathetic while his son is in Japan. I'm bothered having a great time. Exactly. We're gonna watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
A teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happens?
Ethan Klein just dropped the second part of his content nuke. The fat man to his little boy, so to speak. Which is quite ironic in this case as well. It very much fits. So, the 3 worst streamers in existence that you've hopefully never heard of, but you've probably have if you're watching my content, sadly. Frogan, Denims, and Kaceytron are getting their asses sued off by Ethan Klein for blatantly stating, as you could see from the intro, that they were gonna steal his content. I was actually baffled. Like, I should go find my live reaction and clip it, put it in here, because I was completely baffled that they would say this out loud, right?
He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated malicious intent to steal.
Bro, why would you be so dumb? I mean, you can just see why, let's be honest. But why would you be so dumb that you would say that out loud? Even if that's your intention. Like, don't state that. It makes you liable, right? Oh my god. It's why you should never say sorry after, like, something as well, right? Never apologize, because that means intent. Or that means you're, like, acknowledging that it was your fault, right? No. Ladies, please. Grow more than 2 brain cells, for the love of God. You clearly need more than the ones you have. Never say you're sorry. Never commit... when you commit a crime or a civil offense, you probably shouldn't mention that out loud, that your intent is doing exactly that. That seems kind of dumb. But we are dealing with some of the dumbest people on the planet, right? Look at Denims. It's so obvious, right? The lights are on, but ain't nobody home. Okay, there is no one behind those eyes, dude. Like, I'm still baffled to this moment that they would say that out loud so blatantly, so comfortably, and think they're gonna get away with it. Like, this was actually a brilliant masterstroke of Ethan Klein, in my opinion, right? Like, you don't even have to get them to say it. They'll spell it out for you, right? Slam dunk, nothing but net, right? It baffles me to no end that they said this out loud. So dumb. Immediately you torpedoed yourself already, right? How are you gonna defend from you admitting to it? You admitted to guilt before you even did it, and then you went on and did it, and now you're gonna say, well, fair use. Well, no, clearly not, because your stated intent was to take Ethan Klein's money away from him. You literally stated that. It blows my mind. Like, for obvious reasons, right? This is why it's good thing that criminals are for the vast majority, really dumb, right? They're like, bro, talk about self-reporting on another level. It's absolutely hilarious. And of course, they immediately started GoFundMes. Of course they did. Which is kind of hilarious as well. Like, I mean, Hassan, you're crying about it, right? You're telling people, oh, you should help with the GoFundMe for these low life streamers that are, you know. Let's not get into that. Walk it back. Like, you could easily pay for it, Hassan. You're a multimillionaire. Help him out. Why don't put your money where your mouth is for? Or maybe, well, I mean, I guess I can understand why you wouldn't do that, because you know that money is going straight into Ethan Klein's pockets, right? That and his lawyer. Like, what the hell were you people thinking? You clearly and deliberately spelled out that you were gonna violate flagrantly copyright laws, and then you did so. Oh. See, here's the thing, right? And I actually really do believe this. They thought they were safe because the people who run Twitch protect them, but they're not gonna protect you from the law, okay? Like, let's take Jabba the Hutt, for example, right? The first thing she did was clear out her VODs. That's deleting evidence. Okay.
Tampering with evidence or evidence tampering is an act in which a person alters, conceals, falsifies, or destroys evidence with the intent to interfere with an investigation, usually by a law enforcement, governmental, or regulatory authority. It is a criminal offense in many jurisdictions.
But here's the thing. You might have cleared out the vaults, but I guarantee you Twitch hasn't. And if they get a letter in the mail that says we need X and Y vaults, and it's a legal request, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna comply. Because they're not gonna risk fines and maybe even more for obstructing a legal request for frogan. Okay, not gonna happen. They wouldn't even do that for Hassan, because it's like they would put a gun to Twitch and pull the trigger themselves. That's the same damn thing. Like, they are gonna cave immediately, and you deleting evidence is now gonna look even worse. It's not gone. It's like, oh, I swear to God, these people are so absolutely imbecilic that it hurts my brain to think about. My brain cells are trying to put myself in their position. Like, what would you possibly be thinking? I gotta delete the VODs right after somebody sues me. That's obstruction of evidence. That's tampering with evidence. That's really, really bad. Okay? You could not be more dumb. Oh. And these are the people we're supposed to listen to for political things? Dude, the left has gone so far off the deep end, man. Like, you people are insane. And if you listen to these three, including Hassan, right? These four. If you listen to these people, you're so unbelievably misinformed. It's like the blind leading the blind, man. Like, I don't understand how they have so much of a following, dude. Like, the Hassan thing is like, I want to say I get it because he's like kind of charismatic, but then he opens his mouth and you're like, what? You know what I mean? So I still don't really get it, right? But it's true what they say. It's 90% how you look and 10% what you say. Not even, right? Because there's what you sound like as well. Like, helps. But what you actually say substantively has very little meaning with most of the, well, I don't want to say most of the population, but a large group of the population. And it's so sad. However, that also gives us situations like this where some of these people are just so utterly moronic that they literally set themselves up to have like the easiest lawsuit in history, right? You're like, you admitted guilt before ever even committing the offense. You could not be more dumb. And we're gonna gladly and gleefully watch these people go down in flames. These people should not be in our sphere. We should definitely start gatekeeping against grifters and liars and thieves like this. That's my thoughts. Like, if you disagree, let me know. And we'll have a debate. But you're gonna lose. See you later, guys. Hopefully the next one is when they have to give money to Ethan Klein. Bro, I cannot believe how brilliant this was. Let me make an 1.5 hour long content nuke. Meow. Copyright it before releasing it. And then watch as my biggest frenemies, right? Because they used to all be buddy-buddy. My biggest enemies just hang themselves for me, right? Now, I'm not a fan of Ethan Klein, but in this case, I'm a massive fan of Ethan Klein, alright? It's like the Billy Mitchell, Carl Jobs situation. I gotta make a video on that, dude. Billy Mitchell is actually savaging the hell out of Carl Jobs, and it's making me like him. Like, it's making me like Billy Mitchell, dude. I actually unironically like Billy Mitchell for how he's handling the Carl Jobs situation. That's a different video. I'm already making it, jeez. Okay, thank you all so much for hanging out. Like, I'm gonna one more time play some of the clips because it's just too funny, dude. Ethan Klein is just gonna get paid, bro. Like, guaranteed. Like, well, even probably not, because do these people even have money, right? Probably not. Yeah. It'll be great to watch. I want this to go to trial. Let us please. I don't believe in you, but if you, I swear to God, if there's a trial and we can stream that shit, I will totally believe in you guys. Okay, please. All right. And with that plea to Sky Daddy, I'm signing off. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Follow me on twitch.tv/Paraj or kick.com/Paraj. Have a good one. Peace the hell out, yo.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you... Look! You think I made it?
This Yemeni kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Base?